space, free your mind. Leave the clutter far behind. Goes inside, clear and bright. In a tiny space you'll shine so bright.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Diane, and today we are going to dive in directly with the first exercise of our challenge, Magnify Your Hair Otherwise. So the first exercise of our challenge will consist of putting order in our environment, tidy up our environment to free up space in our mind, to be more present with ourselves and with all these new challenges that we are going to set for ourselves. Most of the time, we wonder why it is difficult for us to achieve our goals. We ask ourselves, how is it that every time I am ready for a new challenge, for a new project, I just feel so overwhelmed? For many of us, we don't even realize that the way our environment looks plays a very crucial role. From the moment we keep around us those little objects that we no longer use, our minds remain occupied. As you're always thinking, as you always know in your mind that there is this object that is somewhere, though you're not using it anymore. Your mind still knows that that object is there because the object is still around you. So to free up space in our mind, we have to get rid of all those objects that are no longer of use. Every one of us has that old dress that we haven't worn for 1 year, some 2, some 5 years, but that are still in our wardrobe, or that shoe or a little object that we'll always take and put aside when we are passing the room. We will lift it, clean under, and put the object back. Those little objects, it is time for us to let them go because they occupy space in our mind and stop us from achieving our goals, as we do not have enough space in our mind for the new information to come in. Living in a tidy environment gives you the opportunity to achieve your goals more effectively. Catherine Pulsifer says, a cluttered environment equals a cluttered mind. To be efficient, you need space around you and within you. So, our first exercise will consist of tidying up our environment. We will start by identifying all those little objects that we no longer use. And some practical steps to do that will be: 1, to start one step at a time, one area at a time. You can start with a shelf or a drawer. 2, when doing your cleaning, you're going to ask this question to yourself: do I use this? If you haven't used that object or thing for the past 6 months or the past year, then you'll probably not need it again. It is time to let it go. And if it is difficult for you to let go an object, tell yourself that if you were able to have that object once, then you can have it again another time if need be. 3, you're going to donate or discard those objects. The objects that are still in good condition, you can donate them, but do that immediately or as fast as possible, because our minds usually trick us. In the sense that if we continue to see that stuff around us, then it still occupies space in our mind, which is not what we want for this challenge. We are trying here to free up space in our mind. And for the rest of the objects, you can discard them and discard them responsibly. 4, we are going to organize ourselves. We are going to give each object in our environment a space and try to maintain that order in time. 5, we are going to do regular cleaning to keep our space well organized and tidy. So let me share with you a personal story of mine. I used to feel so overwhelmed when starting a new project, when having a new idea that I have to develop. It wasn't until I decluttered my bedroom one day that I noticed a huge difference. Suddenly, I felt much more at peace and had the impression that a huge burden had been removed from my shoulders. Marie Kondo, a decluttering expert, says, the best way to find what we really need is to get rid of what we don't. And that is exactly what I did. And I noticed that it applies to all the domains, including magnifying our hair, including enhancing our natural hair journey. So take some time today to tidy up your space and come and share with us in the comment section the impressions, that the feelings that made you have at that moment when you finished tidy up your environment. How did you feel after that? Share with us in the comment section. I'll be so happy to hear from you. Let's create an environment that supports our goals and help us grow. See you in the next video for the second exercise. Stay tuned. Bye.